This conversation we're having today is something I wish everybody, and anybody looking to get into visa sponsorship should be able to, to be a part of, essentially. And if you're currently in that situation, trust me, I've been there. And that's the reason why I'm going to be sharing the strategies with you today. So you see, I also lived in the UK. I lived and worked in the UK. Not until probably 2 years ago, before I relocated to Canada, moved from the UK to Canada. Right. Well, you see, that struggle of trying to get visa sponsorship is one of the most heart aching situation anybody would be anybody would experience. If you ever live in the UK, getting that sponsorship is like the main thing that you're looking for. Okay, and until you get it, every information feels like it's not necessary. Okay, so I did a session yesterday just to drive the conversation, and I spoke about the new changes, the new developments that are coming up with the UK immigration with regards to skilled worker visa. And I got some comments under the post, under the YouTube video, and the comments essentially were centered around these people just want to talk, these people just want to share information, these people just want to this guy is not very they have not done a deep dive, a deep research into this kind of situations, into the visa situation. People that I honestly don't know where they are from or what they are doing at the moment or what challenges they're going through, but they're giving comments as to this information is wrong. Okay, even though the meeting was less than 30 minutes, so in terms of context, like actual context to the information I was presenting at the time, I could not share my screen to show them exactly where the visa what the UK government is trying to do, what they found out, why there are certain restrictions, why they're reducing the timeline, and so on and so forth. So I couldn't share my screen, but today I'm going to share my screen. All right, and I'm going to break it down to you how I personally have helped people land visa sponsor job. I've said this year, only this year alone, I know roughly about 50 people that have gotten visa sponsorship. Just this year, January, this is not even the end of March, okay? I have over 50 people that have gotten visa sponsorship. So when I'm speaking today, I'm not speaking from a place of I think or I feel or I presume this would work. I'm speaking from a point of I know this will work because this is what we have used over and over again to help people land visa sponsored jobs. Okay. So in today's session, I'm going to make it very brief. I'm not going to spend so much time sharing documents, but there are a lot of documentation I'm going to share with you. But after today's session, you will know exactly what works in order for you to get your visa sponsorship. All right. So I'll repeat it again. If you have any friend, anybody that is looking for visa sponsorship that needs to hear this conversation today, we need to talk about it. Okay. So I would like to know, I've asked people that are looking for visa sponsorship. Okay. So are you currently a student? Okay. That's something I would also want to know. So are you currently a student? So from student or graduate to skilled worker visa, that's one critical aspect. The part where we might not cover in-depthly today is people that are currently doing care, okay, and are looking to pivot careers. Okay, so you're currently doing a care job that has sponsored your visa in the UK, but you're looking at moving from care to visa sponsorship. How do you do that? One of the most asked questions. But today we wanted to start off this immigration conversation around student to skilled worker visa. My wife did a master's in the UK, so I also was a dependent in the UK at one point, okay, and we were also looking for sponsorship. So I also got visa sponsored in the UK. So in terms of experience, in terms of helping other people, in terms of me getting it, in terms of the challenges that I faced, I'm going to be sharing everything in today's session. All right. So the practical path from student or graduate visa to skilled worker visa. Now, the good thing that you are a part of the community. So we're going to be running this immigration series where we're going to be talking about students to skilled worker visa, care work or menial job to a more tech job, to a tech role, essentially, because tech roles are one of the roles that can easily sponsor you based on the new salary threshold and all the things that we're going to be talking about today. Okay. So, all right, I can see, so we have some students in the house. Okay, some people are students in the house. You know, and that's, let me just be sure we're all the same. Yes, correctly. Student, is it limited to the UK? I just joined. I mean, if you are looking at moving to the UK, that's fine. That's also okay. So today's session is going to be focused on people, just the UK immigration. That's what we're going to be looking at. All right, please, will this session be shared after the meeting? Yes, if you fill the attendance form, we're going to drop the attendance form. Okay, don't worry. So you would have access to it. Um, so yes, currently a student. Okay, I am Royo. I'm currently a graduate student. Okay, graduation in March. Okay, May. Sorry. All right, awesome. So let's go straight into it. So for people that are joining us for the first time, that are just seeing this, that are joining us for the first time, seeing Amdari for the first time, who are these people? What do they do? I'm going to talk briefly about this. So Amdari is the only platform that guarantees you work experience. Okay, and I'll repeat it again. Amdari is the only platform that guarantees you work experience. Now, what's the essence of this work experience? You see, in today's day and age, in the job market today, a lot of people are looking to landing jobs or looking at getting a job. But there is a barrier, there's a massive barrier that they're facing. And this barrier basically is you need experience in order for you to get a job. Okay? So you see, a lot of job applications that you see out there today would have, 1, 2, 3, 4 years experience in order for you to get this job. But a lot of people are lacking that experience. A lot of people don't have that required experience. Take, for example, I've always worked in the bank. Okay, I've always worked in a bank as a data analyst. Okay, but now I'm looking at getting a new job, and I'm looking at moving from bank to, I'm just looking for a job. I want to get a job in pharmaceutical, in telecommunication, and something else entirely. How do I move that experience? How do I move from a banking related experience to a telecommunication experience? Okay, so you need that relevant and related experience in order for you to pivot. Now, take for example, somebody that I studied that always has worked as a customer service representative, also looking to pivot. Okay, I don't want to be a customer rep anymore. I want to become, a project manager. All right, but the last 4 years of your life, you've been receiving calls and you've been, doing stuff around customer resolution. But now you want to move from customer service to project management. How do you make that move? You don't have related experience. You don't even have any form of project management experience. How do you make that move? That's the challenge. All right. And I was speaking to someone recently, okay, is coming from a different country. It's coming from where is the guy from again? I think from India. It's coming from India. All right. Has always worked in India. And I looked at his experience, customer service, bank operations, and so on and so forth. And he's looking for visa sponsorship. And I was like, okay, so what career path are you looking at getting into? All right. Long story short, he wants to become a data analyst. What did you do in masters? You did international business in masters. Okay, so I was like, you don't have any skills. First of all, you don't have the right skills, even to get into data analytics. Okay, and on top of that, you don't even have any related experience. Okay, that would guarantee that you get a job. So those are the kind of thing that you find a lot of people. So you've always done HR in Nigeria or in Ghana. You've done HR. That's your experience is in HR. Now you are now in the UK, all right, and you're looking for visa sponsorship, and you want to get a job as a data analyst or an HR analyst. Okay, related experience. Where do you find it? Where do you get it from? That's exactly what Amdari provides you with. So Amdari solves the problem of no experience barrier. So that's question you're going to be asking yourself: do you have experience? Oh, do I have this experience? Oh, do I? We are solving that problem, and that's exactly what we're doing at Amdari. All right. Now that's Amdari. And you see, and these are the things that we've done for people, in the last 2 years. Pedro is one of the people I was talking about. Just this year, we've helped well over 50 people land sponsored jobs across the UK. Now, one of them is Pedro, and I want you to listen to just a few seconds of what Pedro says. All right, it's a recorded video session. Okay, it's a recorded session. I'm just going to click on this. And just play the first few seconds of this video, okay? So you can listen, okay? You can listen to what Pedro had to say. And you see, a lot of people are in this situation. And that's what makes this video very relatable. A lot of people are in this situation. So I'll just take the first a minute, just about 1 minute, 60 seconds. Okay. So you can listen to what he has to say.
Thanks so much, Pedro, for doing this with us. And congratulations on landing the cybersecurity role. Is it SOC or what's the job title?
It's OT security specialist, but more of OT security. So it's cybersecurity, but in operations technology.
Amazing. And it came with visa sponsorship, correct?
Yes. Role.
Yeah. Let me blow some confetti, imaginary confetti. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So I would like to know how your experience, right, the work experience at Amdari helped you go from being a job seeker to becoming job ready, right? From the mentorship to the project. How did the work experience help you go from being a job seeker to being job ready?
Okay, so for starters, in my IT career, I've been more of a lone wolf. I like to study on my own, do my certifications, but moving to the UK, I realized that I had to change. I knew I needed some form of mentorship, and that's how I stumbled into Amdari. And yes, the program helped. It provided some guided mentorship that helped me determine the road that was suitable for me and how to navigate to the next chapter. I was already in employment, but I knew I needed to pivot. And yes, the Amdari experience was very important, and it contributed to me landing this new role.
You see, so there's quite a number of few things I wanted to point out from this conversation with Pedro. So you see, a lot of people are in the UK today thinking that they have a plan. Okay, so you've not spoken to anybody, you've not said anything to anybody, but you have a plan. Okay, and honestly, most times we just make that mental plan. Like when I was moving to the UK, I just felt I was going to get a job. I just felt it I felt it. All right. I said I would hustle. I would try to apply to as many jobs as possible, or position myself well to, apply, and all that. I see when I landed in the UK, it took me about 6 months. 6 months of application. Okay, I got some interviews, I flunked some interviews, and so on and so forth. Until also I got somebody to talk to, somebody I could share these challenges I was going through with. Okay, and the person recommended solutions I needed to go through in order for me to get a job. That's the same thing that we provided to Pedro, and he said something. It's going to be difficult for you to try to figure it out yourself. It's going to be difficult. All right. So when we say we've done over 50 this month in the first quarter of this year, so just January, February, March, we've done about 50. It means we have an information that you don't have. Okay. There's something that works that you don't know how it works. And that's exactly why we'll be having sessions like this to create awareness, to let you know that certain things exist in order for you to get what you're looking for. And that's exactly what Pedro paid for. Okay, came into the program, and now he has a visa sponsor role. Okay, so and he's in cybersecurity. He's a cybersecurity professional. You see a lot of people saying that it's difficult to get started in cybersecurity, or it's difficult to get a job in cybersecurity. This is just a proof. This is just one person. All right, and in the same vein, we also have another person, Judith. Judith came to, you can see on the LinkedIn profile. Do you know what I'll do? I would go straight to a LinkedIn profile. All right, just give me a second. I'm going to go straight to a LinkedIn profile so I can share that information with you also. All right, so let me just come here, click on this. All right, so it takes me straight to a LinkedIn profile. So you see Judith is here, currently based in Scotland in the UK. All right, and just taking a look at what you have here, you see if you go straight to a profile, you'll notice that she worked with Amdari as a data analytics consultant, all right, for just about 11 months. And she was able to get a job also with renewable parts, also based in the UK. So you check out renewable, working with wind turbines, owner operators, and ISPs to create sustainable and reliable supply chains. So you can see they're also based in Scotland. So you see she currently works with this organization as a data analyst. So you see that's exactly what the Amdari work experience does for you. So if you're looking at getting a job, you need experience in order for you to get that job in the UK. That's exactly what we do. So without wasting too much time, talking about these wonderful people that has gone through our work experience programs and are doing very well, getting jobs, landing jobs, that's part of the things that we're doing for you. Okay, so let's jump straight into today's session so you know more about what we're talking about. So we're going to be talking about four things today. To keep it very simple, to keep it very short, we're going to be talking about four simple things. Number one is the practical paths to move from a student visa to a skilled worker visa. Visa sponsorship, that's what we're talking about today. Number two, the pathway to becoming a tech professional and getting a job, not just any job, but a visa sponsored job. That's what we're going to talk about today. Number three is the Amdari Work Experience Program, okay? And we have a special IWD, International Women's Month. So we have a special offer for the women in the house today. So if you're a woman in the house, give me a thumbs up. We have a special offer for you. All right. So you see, these are the four things that we're going to be talking about today. The practical part to become from a student, having a student visa to having a skilled worker visa. Number two is the pathway to becoming a tech professional and securing a job. Okay, the only essence why a lot of people want to become tech professionals is because they are looking for a job. And we're going to discuss that in today's session. Number three, Amdari Work Experience Internship. We'll talk about that. Then last but not the least, we have the IWD discount offer that we have for the women and some men. Okay, some men, because nobody gave me a thumbs up. So I would ask, okay, so the men in the house, give me thumbs up. I'll share with some men. If you give me 7 or 70 thumbs up, I'll give you the discount. All right. All right. I can see that coming in now. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's jump straight to who is speaking to you today. All right. My name is Ifemena Ifro. I have a wealth of experience in the tech role, in the tech space. So I've worked as a data analyst, I've worked as a data scientist, I've worked as a data engineer. Okay. I've done some work around AI implementation also. Worked at Power Platform, business analysis, project management. My experience spans quite a number of roles within the tech ecosystem. So majority of my experience, I would say tech experience, was in Ireland and also in the UK. All right. So I lived in Ireland. I also lived in the UK. So you see, this movement of looking for sponsorship. I moved to Ireland. I got a sponsored role in Ireland. Relocated to the UK. Got another sponsored role in the UK. So my experience with sponsorship has always been, and now I'm in Canada. So I got another sponsorship in Canada. I'm now in Canada. So you see, that's my experience, anyways. But you see, one thing I always would like to share with people is I did not come from a technical background. I studied economics in university. My first degree was in economics. Did that for 4 years in university. Worked as a management consultant, which has nothing to do with tech. Okay. So you see, from management consulting and then pivoted into data. Then I started moving from data analytics to data science to data engineering to AI to Power Platform to business analysis to project management and so on and so forth. So that's been my experience, long story short. Okay. And in my entire experience working with immigrants, working with people that are looking at pivoting careers, I've done over 3,000 people in the last 6 years of my experience. Okay. So I've built 2 major platforms that help people pivot careers on a yearly basis. So I've done this for the last 6 years now of my life, okay, helping people learn new skills and pivot careers into the tech space, essentially. All right, so let's jump into today's session. Let's take a step back, okay, and then jump into today's session. All right, so in order for you to understand what to do, okay, in order for you to understand what to do, you need to understand your current reality. You need to understand your current state. The business analyst will say it's its current state. Okay, so you need to understand your current state. So in order for you to get sponsorship today, you need to understand what is reality, what is happening right now. So we're going to be examining the UK visa reality before we pivot into the key strategies that you need to have in order for you to get a job. Okay, a visa sponsor job. All right. So now let's start with the visa. The first one is the UK didn't close their doors. Okay. So one thing we should have at the back of our mind is, yes, it looks difficult. Okay. So there are so many, you see, a lot of influencers have taken this, they've taken it into themselves to create that fear. Okay. So the UK has not closed their doors. Okay. In fact, it's still open. Okay. They just raised the standard to which you need to have in order for you to get sponsored. That's the only thing they've done. You see, at the time when I was in the UK, all right, I was still telling, so you know, I see I had several sessions this week, and I was telling people that when I was in the UK, you could literally go on any job board, and there's a filter on those job boards where you see visa sponsorship. Let's do a quick demo, okay? So you see a very popular job board that I was using at the time was read.co.uk. Now, if you go to Read and you search for a role of, let's say business analyst, okay, you search for a role of a business analyst. By the time when I was in the UK, all right, when you scroll down, you will see this specialisms, more options. You see there's more options, early bird, easy to apply, and you see visa sponsorship. You could easily click on this toggle. You know, this is what I'm talking about probably like 5-6 years ago. You can click on the toggle for visa sponsorship, and you will see visa sponsored roles. It was plenty. It was so much, like it was actually legit, very plenty. So you could come on visa sponsorship, read.co.uk and get visa sponsorship. So there was no like dedicated job boards that you need to go visit. It was available on all job boards. So CV, what I call the CV library, read.co.uk, you know, and so many other job. Even the job description will clearly state that visa sponsorship was available. So you see, gone are the times these things were like that, but things happened. Okay, I had friends in Nigeria that I worked with at the time that moved from Nigeria to the UK. They didn't even do a master's. They didn't do a master's. We spent money, you know, doing master's program. So you use the master. Some people did not do your master's in the UK and they got visa sponsored. They're still in the UK today. All right. So the thing is, certain things happened that made them increase the standard for you to get a sponsorship. So at the time when it was available on all these job boards, the minimum salary was about 24,000 pounds per annum. So you just need to earn about above, I think, is it between 22 to 24,000 pounds per annum, or 25 if I remember correctly, but it's in the 20s. So that's what you need to earn. So you see a lot of people in Nigeria back then would get a job that was paying like 28,000 pounds, you know, 29,000 pounds. Okay. They didn't care about the salary. They would just get the job, move to the UK, and then stay, you know. That was a good strategy. It wasn't a bad strategy. Okay. But you see, a lot of people were coming into the UK and they were doing something different. And let's explore this together, okay? This is not me saying what I need to say. So there was this document that came out last year, restoring control over the immigration system. This came out last year, May 2025. All right, so I'm going to click on this. And this is the reason why I think you should fill the attendance so you can get access to this document. You can read it yourself. Okay, so my colleague, Amdari Growth, that's the name. You'll see the link that has been posted. All right, so just click on the link, fill the link. We'll send all these materials, the videos, everything we're going to be sending to you. So you see, this document came out last year, and this is we trying to understand what is happening. Okay, then we come up with our strategies. Okay, so restoring control over the immigration system, the UK market. You see, this came from HM government, okay, Majesty, or His Majesty now. All right. So basically, and I'm going to go to some critical parts, okay? So it's a very large document. It's just a few pages. It's a few pages, but it's a very well documented. It's well documented. So you see, I want you to come here to the case for change, okay? So why are they changing? That's something you need to consider, that you need to take a look at, okay? So you can see fair controls, the case for change. So if you come here to page 42, all right? So you see the reason why did they stop, parents from people from bringing their children, wives, dependents, and so on and so forth. Everything was clearly stated why they had to stop or why they had to reduce that itself. Okay, so you see quite a number of things happen. I'm just going to go to the main one, which is the skilled worker visa, so we don't take too much time. All right, so if you come down to immigration chapter 3, skilled students, okay, skilled students. And let me just do a little bit of, so we don't have to read verbatim what we have there. The reason why there was a change is simple. So they observed that, and data doesn't lie. And if you read this document, you get to see what I'm talking about, okay? So now let me read it to you so you can see for yourself. Okay, you see, in recent years, we have seen an increase in students staying in the UK following their studies, which is okay. It's not bad. Along this, we have also seen an increase in sponsored study visa for lower ranking education institutions. Okay, we have also seen a series of problems involving misuse and exploitation of student visas, where visas are used as an entry point for living and working in the UK without the intention to complete the course, number one, and increase the number of asylum claims, okay, from students at the end of the course, even though nothing substantive has changed in their own country while they have been in the UK. So you see, the UK government is not doing this to be spiteful. Oh, we don't like immigrants. That's the reason why we want to cut it off. A lot of people are coming into the country, and the essence of the student visa is you finish your program and you get integrated. You get integrated into the workforce. You get a minimum of a graduate job, a graduate entry level job, and that's the reason why the salary was so low to get sponsored. Because as a graduate, you can't get a 40, 50, 60,000, 50, 60,000 pounds role. You can't. It's impossible. All right. You just finished school. So how do you expect you to get like a 40,000 pound role? No, it's not possible. So that's why the salary was about 22 to 24,000. Okay. 25,000, I think, was about 25,000 pounds. When initially, when like this was 5 years ago, or probably 4 or 5 years ago. All right. It was about 25,000 pounds. So you see, they saw a lot of people coming to the country and not getting integrated. So what they plan is a situation of what you plan versus what you got, or what you budgeted for versus what you got. So they expected people to come into the country and get those entry level jobs. Okay. I've lived in Canada, I've lived in the UK, I've lived in Ireland, I've worked for companies in the US. UK is one of the best places for you to get a job in the world. Like I'm not joking. All right, if you know what you're doing, the UK is one of the best places for you to be in order for you to get a job. And we're going to look at this practically. Okay, I'm not saying this with bias or anything like that. Okay, so you see, that's the reason why they needed to bring up the threshold. They needed to increase the threshold because people are coming into the country, and you see people do their masters and go into care. Okay, into low-skilled jobs that will guarantee them visa sponsorship. So there was no even need for me to get integrated. So I'll just go and do my care. After my master's, I'll do a care job, and I don't need to do it. Okay, so there was a lot of people were chasing that, not the other thing, not the main thing they brought people for. That's the reason why there was an increase. So you see, if you read this document, you get to understand. And one thing I usually say every single time is, if you read and you become aware, you become smarter. Okay, the moment you become aware, you become smart. You become smart. You know exactly what to do in order for you to succeed. Okay, so this one came out this month. This came out this month. Explanatory memorandum to the statement of change in the immigration rules. This came out this month, just a few days ago. Okay, so published on the 6th of March 2026, and this also spoke to the recent changes from 24 months to 18 months, the increase in timeline for ILR for low-skilled workers. So they are trying to deter people away from low-skilled. So, if I go do my care, if I go do care, for example, it's going to take me 10 years for me to get my ILR. But if I get a job that's a data analyst position, pays me above 41,000 pounds, okay, I can get it in 5 years. So which one is faster for me? I will do the one that is faster for me. So they're trying to get people to go into these high-skilled roles in order for them to get a job and in order for you to stay sponsored. All right. So if you're understanding what I'm saying so far, please give me a thumbs up so it doesn't feel like I'm just talking and I'm thinking that you understand what I'm saying. Okay, awesome. So you see, these guys are coming up with strategies also to ensure they are bringing in the right talent. So there's a talent problem in the UK. There's a significant talent problem in the UK. And the reason I'm saying this is simple. So you see there are no jobs in the UK, for example, okay? But this is a business analyst role, okay? This is on one job board. So on one job board, we have over 1,400 business analyst jobs that are currently available. Okay. If we break it down on a day-to-day basis, you see in the last 3 days, 173 jobs were posted in the last 3 days. In the last week, 331 jobs were posted in about a week on one job board. So you still have LinkedIn, you still have referrals, you still have so many things that are going on. You see? So, and this is just one role of a business analyst, okay? So if I look for the role of a business data analyst, for example, all right, which a business analyst also should be able to do this, you have 2,356 jobs that are posted. Now, let's just break it down on a day-to-day basis. In the last 3 days, 311 jobs were posted, and in the last week, 601 business data analyst jobs are posted. And you have a lot of people say that, oh, there are no jobs in the UK. It's difficult for you to get a job in the UK. And, you know, there's so many misconceptions. So you see, there is a talent problem in the UK. For them to come up with these strategies, it means they are looking to bring in the right set of talent into the country. And that's the long story short. The moment you understand that, you know how to position yourself better. It's as simple as that. The moment you know that these guys are looking for this type of people, positioning becomes very important for you. Okay? Now, fewer roles qualify. So all the times that people could just go and do a care job and get visa sponsorship, they've closed the door to that. Okay, and some other jobs they've closed the roles to that. And what did they do? They brought out 2 major things that you need to also make yourself aware. Okay, so we have and I need you to fill this form so you can have access to all these things I'm sharing, so you can see it for yourself. Okay, so fill the form, you have access. I'm going to give you access to all the links that we're using for today's session. All right, so you have the skilled worker visa eligible occupation code. This was also updated on the 22nd of July 2025. Now you see here, the table is sorted in order of occupation code with the smallest number at the top, blah, 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 and all that. If you don't know your job occupation code, you can search the job in the occupation codes tool that you have here. But basically, all what you have here are the jobs that falls under the eligible occupation codes. Skilled worker visa. You want to get a skilled worker visa today, okay? You see people that studied international business. You studied international business. What do you want to do with international business? That's the question I want to ask you. Oh, I studied global management and something. Oh, I just completed my MBA. Okay, tell me exactly what you want to do. That's the question. Oh, I just finished my master's in human resources. Okay, fantastic, beautiful, congratulations. Okay, tell me, what kind of jobs are you looking for? Human resources. Okay, do you know what kind of job you should be targeting in order for you to get the skilled worker visa? A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. What kind of jobs, what job titles are you searching for? A lot of people don't know these things. And that's the reason why we have today's session, to discuss all these things so you know exactly what to do in order for you to get visa sponsored. All right. So you see, that's the first thing. We also have the temporary shortage list. Okay, the temporary shortage list. So we're going to take a look at that also. All right. So the temporary shortage list is providing you with a list of roles, okay, within the UK that fall under the temporary shortage list. Also valid for skilled worker visa. So you see, this was published on the 22nd of July 2025, and this was also updated on the 22nd of July 2025. So these are very recent. These are the most updated and last updates that you have received in terms of the kind of jobs you need to be doing in order for you to have sponsorship or to get a skilled worker visa, to qualify for the skilled worker visa. These are the 2 documents you need to take a look at in order for you to qualify. All right. Now, there is now the higher salary threshold. Like I said, 5-6 years ago, it was about 25,000 pounds, okay, per annum for you to get sponsorship. Even as of 2 years ago, I think it was about 28,000, okay, or thereabouts. Okay, so you see, they've increased the threshold. And like I said, the moment they increased the threshold, and I was looking, even in the UK, you're following, this immigration palaver and all that, you get to see certain trends. So the moment I saw there was an increase in salary threshold, a lot of people were complaining. But you see, like I say every single time, it's positioning. The moment they increased it, and I got to see that the salary was above a 35. As of last year, was it 2 years ago, was about 35, 30 plus. Okay. I noticed that they were looking for people that were more experienced to come into the country. Currently, some roles are over £40,000 per annum. Okay, some roles are over £40,000 per annum. So if you're looking at getting a £40,000 role in the UK, you have to be experienced. You can't be an entry level person that gets a 40,000 role. It's impossible. All right. It's impossible. It's technically impossible for you to be an entry level person or a graduate and get a £40,000 role. You have to have some experience in order for you to get a job. So you see, one thing I add here is employers are more selective than ever before. Okay. And one thing I also noticed, one thing that changed, I told you, I was mentioning at the start that when I came into the UK, a lot of companies on every job board, you would see visa sponsorship is available, and all that. But I also noticed another thing. I noticed that they removed it. Number one, why did they remove it? Another story entirely. So you see, a lot of people were catfishing these employers. There's something we call catfishing. Okay, so catfishing basically means is you go for the interview and you sound super intelligent. You sound so good at the job. You sound so perfect on the job. All right. You go into the interview and you go ahead to bamboozle them with all the right technologies, all the right things. You come up with flimsy experiences, and you get on the job and you are a zero. The person becomes a zero. The person has no experience at all. Okay, they just noticed that, oh, they were being catfished. Okay, so because they saw visa sponsorship, a lot of people applied for the role. They selected the best person, and this best person they felt was the best person is nonsense. Like the person has no experience, nothing at all. All right. Now the thing about the UK is there is what they call you can't just sack people. You can't just say, oh, this person is not good, and we're going to sack this person. It doesn't work that way. So there's what we call performance improvement plan, PEEP. Okay, so you see, a lot of these employers that were sponsoring people were putting people on PEEP. Okay, performance improvement plan. So you see, so it means they are stuck with you. They sponsored your visa, they spent money on sponsoring your visa, okay, and they're now spending money to improve you to the capacity that they wanted to hire initially. So that's so you see, a lot of companies started to stay away from visa sponsorship. All right, but you see, the moment I stayed in the UK, so I'm speaking from facts. The moment that switch started to happen, I started seeing a lot of contract roles come up. A lot of contract roles, 3 months, 6 months, 9 month contract. Okay, so they don't want to keep you for too long. So if you're not too good, at the end of your contract, you are free to go. If you're very good, if it's a 6 month contract, they will approach you by the second or third month to see if they can keep you longer. Okay, I did one. The contract was for 24 months, for 2 years. Okay, was the very senior role. I was coming in to implement a digital transformation project, okay, for one of the largest postal services in the UK. All right. So I came in for that project to lead a particular digital transformation project, and for 24 months. By the end of the 6 months, they were already calling me to tell me, oh, if staying on contract is more expensive for the business. Staying on a contract role in the UK is more expensive. You are being paid more than the full-time staff. I'll show you, so you know that I'm not just saying this for the sake of saying this. So let's look for this is the business data analyst. So I'll look for contracts. So just see here contract. I'll come here to select contract, and you see this is a technical business data analyst. This is 400 to 550 pounds per day. So 1 day of you working is costing them about 550 pounds a single day. A full-time staff is likely not going to get that. Okay, so you see other roles, you see this 650 to 750 pounds per day. Okay, is way more expensive. So you see, they started switching to this kind of contract roles to keep people short-term. Is this person good enough? Is this person not good enough? And then if the person is not good enough, they kick you out immediately. At the end of your contract, you are out. Your contract is exhausted, so you're out. Nobody. So long story short, employers started to devise different ways to test run if somebody was good enough for sponsorship. Okay. All right. So the way you are smart to prepare well for an interview, the employers also are becoming smart to say that, okay, we're going to only give you a contract for like a year, for 6 months, for 9 months. So, if you're not good in that period, your contract elapsed, you patch your ways and all that. But if they give you visa sponsorship, they give you all the things that you're looking for from the beginning, all right, and they find out at the end when you start that you're not good enough, they still need to spend money on you, performance improvement plan to make you better, to bring you up to speed. That's a lot of money on the organization, and they don't have that time to do that. So you see, that's where sponsorship now becomes a business decision. They need to make it's a business decision now, because it involves a lot of money, it involves a lot of time, and most of these businesses don't have that. All right. So, 4 things that you need to consider from today's session. What careers guarantees I get a job or visa sponsorship? That's the first thing you need to have at the back of your mind. Number 2 is, how can I land a visa sponsored job? It's simple. If you mean all this conversation that you're talking about, it doesn't concern me. I just want to get a visa sponsored job. That's what I'm looking for. Number 3 is, what companies should I target for sponsorship? Now, I made a very big mistake also when I was in the UK. I applied for a role, I got the job, contract role, it was for 9 months. I felt I was going to do well. I did well on the job. They reached out to me on the 3rd month. Like I said, this is something I've done over and over again. Okay, reached out to me on the 3rd month. Oh, if Femena did this contract, we want to take you full time now, and all that. I was like, okay, fantastic, that's good. And at the end, I was like, oh, can I get visa sponsorship? And the company, the HR lady looked at me and were like, oh, this company doesn't sponsor. Like, we are not part of the companies that can sponsor. And that was when it dawned on me that, wow, there's an actual list of companies that can there's a legit list of companies that can sponsor you. I never knew at the time. So you see, even when they told me I couldn't get a sponsorship via that company, I started looking for another job again to get visa sponsorship and all that. So you see, having that at the back of your mind would be very, very helpful for you. And last but not the least is, how can Amdari help you achieve this? So all the things about visa sponsorship, getting a job, whatever the case might be, how can Amdari help you? That's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's session. So for the rest of the session, it's going to be brief. In the next 30, 40 minutes, I'm going to be done with the conversation. But at the end of the session, the things I'm going to show you today are things that you can start to implement right now. You can start to make improvement on right now. And let me just say this: if you still have any friend of yours that is looking for visa sponsorship, they need to be in this session. Please send them the link so they can join the session, okay? All right, so visa sponsorship in the UK. Honestly, the thing I will tell you right from the situation is, focus on acquiring skills and experience in careers that guarantees you a job. Okay, I'll repeat it again. Focus on acquiring skills, experience in careers that guarantees you a job. Don't waste your time. I've always been in customer service. Can it get you visa sponsorship? Can it get you the job, the salary threshold? Can it meet all these things in order for you to get visa sponsored? If the answer is a no, please pivot immediately. Be fast, be quick. Oh, you're doing your master's in something, let's say international business. If you study international business, this is not a jab at you. I'm not saying that it's a user's course or anything like that. I'm saying that it really doesn't tailor you to get visa sponsorship. All right. So there's no particular skills you're learning from international business that guarantees that you sort of get a job. Okay, you see what the things I'm talking about today. I would explain everything. So focus on acquiring skills and experience in careers that guarantees you a job. So skill, experience, career, job. Skill, experience, career, and job. Now, the first thing I wanted to show you is the Future of Jobs report. Now, this is a very detailed report. Basically, and I'm pretty sure majority of these economies are using this to drive their decision making. Okay, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. So you see, this is the Future of Jobs report, and it was created by the World Economic Forum, one of the largest research-based organization across the world. This was a document that I read that got me into the tech space. So they created this document. This was over 10 years ago, okay? And I read the document, and at the time, they said data science is the sexiest job of the future. So I read that, and I was like, oh, what is data science? And that's what triggered my interest in data science, learning about data science and all that. And that's what got me into the data space today. All right. So, I mean, this is the future of jobs. And they do this to sort of project in the next 5 years, what jobs are going to increase and what jobs are going to decline. Okay, so what jobs are going to grow and what jobs are going to decline. All right, so I did it's a very large document. It's a 290-page document, so we don't have that time to go through 290 pages. Okay, so I did a breakdown for jobs that will grow and jobs that will decline. So let me just get a pen so you see the ones I'm referring to. So over here, okay, the ones that we have here basically are jobs that will grow. Okay, and over here are jobs that will decline. Okay, jobs that will decline. So jobs that will grow and jobs that will decline. So if you take a look at the ones that will decline, you can spend some time there. You can see, mechanical engineers. Wow, this is not Amdari that said it. This is the World Economic Forum. So if you have any beef, please, you can direct their email is on the document. Okay, architect and surveyors. Okay, that career path is going to decline. Secondary teachers, education teachers, you can see compliance officers, you can see relationship managers, you can see special education teachers, you can see sales representatives, you can see purchasing agents and brokers. You can see quite a number of roles here that are going to be declining in the next 5 years. This is what the Economic Forum has said. Okay. And to be honest, like if you take a critical look at this, it's very, very, it's in most cases it's above an 80% certainty that these career paths are going to decline. But we are not here for careers that are going to decline. We are here for career paths that will grow. All right. And over here you see there's a constant. Let's focus on these ones here. Okay. So you see we have big data specialists. Okay, so now we're in the age of AI and everybody's talking about AI. In order for AI to become better, it needs data. And that's exactly where you see the role of a big data specialist, data warehousing specialist. You see data engineers clearly written out. Okay, clearly written out. Data engineers clearly written out. All right, so you see data engineers, data warehouse architects, you see data engineers, you see database and networking professionals. Now you also see AI and machine learning specialists, security management specialists. You would see data analysts and scientists. You will see information security analyst. Okay, so all these roles fit into data engineering, data analytics, data science, and cybersecurity. Okay, but that's not all. You see the role of a business analyst. You see business analyst, okay, falls into the domain of digital transformation, okay, and you'll see process automation specialist. It falls into that domain again. All right, is that all? No, that's not all. Okay, you see over here you would have business intelligence analyst. Okay, you have sales and marketing professional. You'll see supply chain and logistics specialist. You see management and organization analyst. These all falls into the domain of data analytics and data science. All right. In the same vein, we have database architects. Okay, that falls into data engineering, and you also have project managers. Okay, clearly written out. Agile project managers. As you have it there. So you see, these career paths are career paths that will continue to grow. That we can easily pivot into, that we can easily change into, that we can easily wear their cap, we can easily change careers into. All right. So these are career paths that are going to continue to grow. So if you want to position yourself today, this is how you start to position yourself. Okay. But that's not enough. Don't say that, if a man said we should go and pivot to this career path. Okay. That's not enough. So you see, for today's session, we're talking about immigration in the UK. So now we are merging what the Economic Forum has said, the World Economic Forum, what they've said. They've said that these career paths are going to continue to grow. Okay, number one, there is always going to be demand for those career, or there's a growing demand for those career paths. So you're positioning yourself in order for you to be successful. Okay, you're positioning yourself in order for you to be successful. Positioning, they are going to grow. Okay, so you want to become a data analyst, you want to become a data scientist, you want to become a data engineer, a cybersecurity professional, you want to do business analysis, project management, because that career is going to continue to grow. But now we want to confirm, all right, in the UK, does it fall into these occupation codes? Because the UK, I mean, the World of Economic Forum can say that this career path is going to grow. But now, take for example, let's do a quick example. All right, let's do a quick example. So you see, there are quite a number of roles here. You can see the role of a product manager. You can see the role of a risk management specialist, for example. But can you get sponsored on a risk management specialist role? Maybe in a type of way, okay, and all that. So those are the things that we need to consider. Okay, we need to consider, all right, when we're doing this, when I was doing this report or doing this in analysis. So the skilled worker visa, okay, the temporary shortage list, we combine everything together to know what career paths guarantees that you get a job. So now you have the data analyst role. Okay, so if you're a data analyst or you're looking at getting into data analytics, if you come to your eligible occupation list, okay, all right, I'm just going to go here and you see the list here and then control find so we don't waste too much time. So you see what I've done to make it easy for you to search. You see these numbers, these are your SOC codes. SOC, that's SOC, they call it SOC code, okay? So 2133. So if I come here to search for 2133, all right, so you see it here, 2133. You have IT business analyst, architect, and system designers, okay? And it is higher skilled. So you see the role of a computer analyst, okay, and scientist. Computer analyst and scientist, that falls into the domain of data analytics, data science, and so on and so forth. All right. In the same vein, you have data architects. Okay. You have data engineers. All right. You have IT systems architect. You have IT business analyst, IT solution architect and designers, IT business analyst, architect and systems designs not elsewhere classified. Okay. So that's 2133. You could also find data analytics in 2433. So if you come here to 2 and search for 2433, in order for you to bring this thing up, just press Control Find on your laptop. Control and find F. Control F. You see this link will pop up. Okay, this stuff will pop up, and then you can search 2433. All right. If you're using a MacBook, all you need to do is Command F. And need to come up also. All right, so you see 2433 actuaries, economists, and statisticians. So you see it here. You could also fall into these roles, as a data analyst. Okay. In the same vein, 2431, you scroll up a little bit, 2431, management consultant and business analyst and consultant, management advisors and consultant, risk analysts, management consultant and business analyst, not elsewhere classified. Okay, so you see, these are the list that you can use, the sub codes that you could work with in order for you to know the jobs that you can get sponsorship. The same thing in data science, the same thing in data engineering, the same thing in cybersecurity, the same thing in business analysis, and the same thing in project management. Okay, and the reason why we looked at this is volume of jobs that are currently available in the UK. Volume of jobs that are currently available in the UK. You're looking at getting sponsorship. You don't need to be applying for only 2 jobs every day. You're looking for sponsorship. Don't be applying for 1 job. Okay, you only went to a career path that only 1 job is posted every 4 days. It's going to take you time to get sponsorship. So the reason why we stuck with this career path is because there is always a constant demand for these careers. Okay, so you see, data analytics constantly in demand. Data science constantly in demand. Data engineers, the same thing. Cybersecurity, same thing. Business analysis, the same thing. Project management, the same thing. So please position yourself in a career that would guarantee you get a job quick. Okay, to go and learn something that's you're not sure how you can translate or how many job opportunities come out every week or every day. All right, so those are the things you need to position yourself quickly. All right, so you see when you merge these things together, okay, that's where we add things together, and we landed on this career on this career on those career paths: data analytics, data science, data engineering, cybersecurity, project management, and business analysis. All right, so if you enjoy yourself, please give me a thumbs up, guys. Give me, I need to, if you're learning based on what we have said today, just give me a thumbs up. I can see engineer Shawib. Okay, fantastic. I love this. Grace, Michael, Oluwakem. We're still going to explore how you can apply. Trust me, I'm going to keep everything practical. Okay, so you see for yourself. All right. How feasible is it to land a job in these career paths? So we talked about, those career path, data career path, the business analysis, project management, cybersecurity career path. So how feasible is it for you to land a job? Number one, you need to have the right skill. Okay, you need to have the right skill. Now you see a lot of people targeting themselves. I don't know how. Anyways, we're here for information. So you see a lot of people want to go into something like project management, and the next thing is, oh, I just finished my master's. I'm currently writing my PMP, and I'm like, is that important for you to get a job? Now let's do a practical assessment. So what I'm going to do for everybody in today's session, I want you to do something whenever you want to apply for a role now. Okay, I want you to show you something real quick. So let's do this together. Okay, let's do this together. Okay, I want us to do this together. Okay, I want us to do this together. Okay, so I want you to go to NHS jobs. NHS, is one of the best places for you to get sponsorship, the fastest way. Majority of the guys that we work with apply through the NHS, civil service, university, and quite a number of them have gotten jobs, okay, within those platforms. So let's go to NHS jobs. So you're looking at getting a project management, a project manager role in the NHS, okay? So let's come here and search for just search project manager, okay? Manager, okay? And I'm going to search first off. Now you see this, you have 9,033 jobs for project manager. So what I want you to do next is open a blank document. Open a blank document like a plain Word document or a Google Doc or whatever the case may be. Oh, what's wrong with this? Why did you close on me? Please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Just please let me know if you can hear me well. Okay, awesome. So I'm not sure what happened. What's happening with this? Let me use another job. Let me use another browser real quick. Okay, it's working now. Okay, so I'm just saying doc. Let me just open a blank document. Okay, I just want to open a blank document. All right, so open a blank document, and what you want to do now is we're going to do this practically, so you see for yourself. All of you, if you're interested in project management, business, they do the same thing. All right. So what you want to do is, I'm going to take the first job, which is project manager, and you see this job summary, everything. I'm going to copy everything, the job description. I'm going to copy everything from the top to the bottom. Okay, I'm going to copy everything. So I just need the job description. Sorry. So just give me a second. We don't have enough time. I would have done for so many of them. Okay, so I'm going to take this all the way down to I'm going to take down to person specification, knowledge, experience. I'm going to copy everything. Okay. Okay. Copy. That's number one job. Okay. This is the first one. Okay. So I'm going to come back again. I'm going to go to the top. I'm going to go back, and you want to do this for as many job roles as you can. Okay, but because we don't have too much time, I might not be able to do for so many of them. Okay, so I'm going to take this, job description. I'm going to copy it from top again to the bottom. Okay, copy. and I'm going to come here again, and I'll paste the second one at the bottom. Okay. All right. I will do this for as many as I can. Just because of time, I may not be able to do too much. Okay. This is a digital project manager. Okay. I'll go scroll down again to job description, take it from the top to the bottom, copy, and paste again. Okay. Do the same thing for the next one. Okay. Senior project manager again, and I'll go to all the way to job description, take it from the top to the bottom, copy and paste. I think I've done about 4 now, so I'll just do one more. Okay, so I don't take too much time. Okay, and people are wondering, what is this guy doing? Okay, don't worry, you'll see the result. You'll see the results. Okay, and it usually shocks people. It shocks people so much. Okay, it shocks people so much every single time I do this. Okay. Just for the sake of clarity, so I will add one more. Okay, just one more. I'll do one more. Okay, and I'll copy it all the way from top to bottom. Okay, skills, knowledge, and all the things I have here. Copy, and I'll paste again. Okay, so I have enough. Let's just say I have 6. It's not enough, but you need to get to like a 20 plus. Just do it for 20 raw. So what I want you to do is search for Jason Davis word cloud. Jason Davis word cloud. So if you create an account, if you fill the attendance, you'll see I'm going to send you all the links are there on the document. So you see Jason Davis word cloud generator. So all you need to do is just click on the link. Just fill the attendance. I'll be sending everything to you. Don't worry. So you see, this is the word cloud generator. I'm going to click on this. Okay. Word cloud generator. Okay. So what I want to do now is I'm going to, you see, I'm going to paste here. Okay. Give me, this is Jason Davis word cloud. Give me a second. They've updated this. Okay. Let me click on the file. Okay, you know what I'll do? Just download it as a PDF document. So file there, and I'll download as PDF. Okay, it doesn't matter. You can download it as a Word document. It doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. All right. So what you want to do is click on File. Okay, and I'm going to go to what I just downloaded. The 5 job descriptions I just downloaded. Okay, I'm going to go to Downloads. Sorry. Okay, this is the document. Click on Open. Okay, sorry. I'll forward to. Okay, so let me use another word cloud generator. So we're going to do word cloud generator. Okay. So what you want to do, I'm going to use a free word cloud generator. This is better to work with. So I'll come here, select everything, copy. I'm going to copy everything I have here. Come here. Okay. And I'll come here to paste all the 6 job descriptions. I'm going to paste all the 6 job descriptions that I have there. All right. So once I do that, I would number of words. Let's start with like a 60 top 60 words that appear in this category. Okay, so the top 60 words that appear, okay, you'll find, what do you see here? So from about 6 job descriptions that we copied and pasted from the NHS jobs, okay, it will tell you what words come out very frequently. It will tell you what word comes out very frequently. Okay, so even when you're writing your CV, this would also help. Okay, when you're writing your CV or you're creating a CV for project management, these are like keywords that appear in most of the job, okay, that you're searching for. So now you see knowledge, project management, that's project management, okay, research, okay, information. But you see one that stood out even bigger than project management itself is experience. One word that came out significant, even if you reduce it to the top, let's say 30 words, you see experience is a key word that appears in every job description. But you see, a lot of people are now chasing certification, PMP. I'm currently writing my PMP. I'm currently writing my Prince 2. But you see, if you do it for 50 jobs, you'll likely not see a PMP there. So why are you writing a certification when it doesn't guarantee that you get a job? If I even increase this to the highest, which is 100, the top 100, you would hardly find certificates in there. Or your masters, you have a master's in project management, so they will give you a job, but you don't see it in the qualifications or in the stuff that is needed for you to get a job. So you see, this will create an eye opener for you. So I only did about 6 roles. The more you do, the better you are more informed. Okay, the better you're informed. So who likes this? Who finds this interesting? Let me see. Give me a thumbs up if you found that very interesting. All right. So you focusing on certificate when it is not in any job description. You don't see it in any job description, but you're writing solutions architect, you're writing AWS, you're right. Is it in the, have they requested, has somebody denied you a job because you don't have a certificate? Hence the reason why you're doing that. All right. So you need to have the right skills, as simple as that. You need to have the right skills. Okay. You need to show experience. That's the next thing. All right. You need to show experience. Very, very important. Okay. And that's exactly what Amdari does for you. Okay. That's literally what we do for you. So in terms of experience, I'm just going to show you. Just going to go to Amdari. Okay. So you see. The reason why, the good thing about Amdari is that you can claim experience from us. Not claim, you can work with us as a consultant. So if you look at, if I just go on LinkedIn first off, okay, so you can see it clearly on LinkedIn. So I'm just going to go on LinkedIn, all right, and you can search for yourself. It really doesn't matter. Just search for Amdari. You'll see that a lot of people are currently working with us as consultants. Okay, so if I go to people. Okay, I click on people, you'll see quite a number of people are working as data analysts, data scientists, or something, so this is a business analyst consultant, okay? Business analyst consultant. So you see, if you scroll through your experience, you will get to see that Medina is currently working with Amdari as a business analyst. You see, this is an associate business analyst. So she's currently doing the program at the moment, and you see in the next few months she has a job. That's exactly how you can use this again, UK work experience. So the kind of projects that you get to work on, okay? So I'm going to show you so you can see it for yourself, okay? Okay, so come here to the job, come here to internship. I'm going to come straight to internship program, and I'm just going to show you a tip of some projects that you will get to work on, okay? So the data analytics internship, for example, you'll get to work on different types of projects across different type of industries. So you see Brightheart, this is an e-commerce project. This is navigating digital landscape, developing an intelligent social monitoring system to strengthen Afitech brand reputation. This is consumer experience. This is a consumer sector. Now, this is technology and consulting. This is hospitality, and this is manufacturing. So you see all these experiences. These are projects, that some of the interns have worked on. All right. But for every internship, we're always trying to bring in new experiences, new business partnerships. So if you take a look at, let's take a look at any of this company. Take, for example, let's take a look at this employee benefits. Okay. So you see the company overview. The company basically is Tech Innovators Incorporated. Okay. This is a technology and consulting business. Okay. It was founded in 2015. Headquarters is based in New York. Tech Innovators Incorporated is a rapidly growing technology consulting firm that provides IT solutions, custom software development, and cloud services to small, medium-sized businesses across North America. The company employs 200 plus employees, including software developers, consultants, and so on and so forth. Now, the business problem, what are they facing at the moment, and what are you going to solve as a data analyst? So you see this, the HR department at Tech Innovators Incorporated is facing two interrelated challenges that are impacting its overall HR strategies and efficiency. So number one is limited visibility and real-time performance evaluation. And number two, inefficient employee benefit program. So you see, this business has identified these challenges. They've given this to us for you to work on, to build your own experience. So you're working with Amdari as a consultant. It means that you can work with different businesses that we have partnership with, all right, for you to gain that experience. That's the experience that you're looking for, all right? That's how you can build your experience. So when you go for an interview, you can talk about this. Oh, I worked with Amdari as a consultant. We had, one of our clients in the US, one of our clients in Canada, one of our clients in the UK, one of our clients in this particular country does this particular issue. Now, this is a data analytics project, okay? Now, if you take the same vein, you take it, say, let's try SOC, okay? So for the guys in cybersecurity or project management, let's try project management, all right? So let's click on view tab. Okay, sorry. I'm going to go to project management. I'm going to go to internship program, view project, and you see this. So for project management, for these guys, you see project initiation for a digital payment system implementation for a financial institution. This is a project initiation of a staff management system, okay, implementation for a human resource institution, and so on and so forth. But you see this, all these are based on real organizations. So this is Alloy Tower Incorporated, also based in San Francisco, California, United States, 2012, okay, founded in 2012, 2015 to 2017, expansion of property management systems, 2018, integration of data analytics and automation tools. So this is the business. Now, you as a project manager, what would you do working with this business? All right. The main pain points for them is fragmented property and market data platforms, manual listings and inquiry management process, limited access to real-time market insight, and delay in transactions due to data inconsistencies. Poor transparency for buyers, renters, and agents. So you see, these are the pain points. Now, you as a consultant, what would you need to do? So in the next 4 weeks, okay, you're going to design, simulate, and report, okay? So in scope, project planning and documentation, work breakdown structure creation, Gantt chart and project scheduling, stakeholder communication planning, risk assessment and mitigation planning, simulation of centralized data platform workflows, and reporting and lesson learned documentation. So you see, this is what you would do for this company as a project manager. So you're going to work on this project for the next 4 weeks, and you're going to develop these things. So when you go for an interview, it's not going to be a situation of, oh, I think, oh, I'm currently writing my certification. No, if you write a PMP from now to next year, you really cannot do any of the things that we have here. You can't. It's impossible. All right. And that's how we provide you with UK valid work experience. So you're working with Amdari as a consultant, and you're doing all this work for companies literally across the world, from the US to the UK to Canada and so on and so forth. So you see, this is San Francisco. H Horizon basically is another company that's going to be, another company that we have, that you can work with. Okay. So this one is based in, just give me a second. This is based in London. Okay. So you see, it's a leading human resource service provider based in London. The company specializes in delivering customized HR services to a diverse range of clients, including small businesses, multinational corporations, and non-profit organizations. So you see, you're going to be learning and gaining hands-on experience working on all these simulated projects for you to gain experience that you can use in the UK job market. Okay. So this is how you can show experience. Okay, you can put it on your CV that you're currently working with Amdari as a consultant. So we're registered in the UK. We have our license. I mean, everything is available on if you go to Company House website. Okay, so if your employer or the company that you're looking to get started with decides to say that, okay, is Amdari registered in Company House UK? Okay, all right, Company House UK. All you need to do is come to Company House UK. I'm going to search. Just give me a second. Search for a registered business. Okay, so you come here, search for Amdari. Okay, you see Amdari Limited. Okay, so you see it here. This is our address in the UK. Active company. This account, everything, filing history, people, and everything. So people here, you'll see myself there. You see this is a Femina April, okay, and so on and so forth. So you see everything is there. So we're registered in the UK to give you that UK experience that you need in order for you to get a job. So you can put it on your CV that you're working with us as a consultant, and you can use that to apply for some of these jobs we're going to be talking about. So I've shown you the Amdari internship, and then last but not the least, okay, you can see you could also get reference from us. Okay, so this is a typical example. So you see, this is one of our participants that got a job, and you can see this happened about 12 days ago. Okay, when I say we've done about 50 this year, trust me, I'm not. It's not me just calling a number. This is just a proof. All right. So you see, this is the NHS. Dear referee, the above named applicant has applied for this trust for the above mentioned post. Okay, in accordance with the NHS employment standard, the applicant cannot formally be offered the position until they receive a pre-employment check. So this is what we provide you with. Okay, we provide you with, reference letter to back up your experience, and it's not like you're not working. You're going to do the work. Okay, it's not like we're just going to answer. We are going to follow due diligence to ensure that you deliver on those projects. Okay, gain the experience, do presentations. So everything is recorded. So I'm going to show that to you so you know that this is not just a gimmick. We're not just gimmicking the system to say that, oh, you can gain experience from us and from that experience. No, people that we attach our name with, okay, were very, very important. It's very, very important for us. So we attach our name to say that we're going to give you a reference. You need to have delivered. So you see, when it comes to resources, every session is recorded. Attendance is very important. Okay, so you're coming to sessions, you're doing delivery sessions, you are presenting something. It is very important. So the moment we confirm that you were an active participant, okay, we provide you with a reference. This is another reference for another organization, okay? So you see there, Femina April, we recently contacted you to provide reference for the verification of this regarding the application with Circle. The offer of a role is contingent on the timely response from you. Please respond to this as soon as possible. This is a reference request again. Okay, for another role, okay, and you see this happened just on Friday, on the 20th of March, okay, and this happens, trust me, it happens multiple times in a week. People landing jobs, okay, this is proof. If I open my email, it's a recorded session, I won't be able to open my email. Maybe after, once to stop recording, I can show you, evidence of this things itself. But I mean, that's also I would like to blow out certain things so that certain information are not there. So long story short, you need to have these things. Okay. Now, what makes us very successful is you need to be strategic with your job application, simple and short. You cannot be applying to every job that you see on the web. No, if you're looking for sponsorship, you need to be very, very tailored with your application process. You need to be strategic with your application. And that's the reason why we partnered with CV Matchly AI. Okay, so it's a job matching platform, one of its kind, tailored for the guys in the UK. For people globally, okay, but they did something very specific with this, and that's why we partnered with them. So I'm going to show you real quick. So if I go on LinkedIn today, okay, and I go on jobs, okay, and let's take, for example, I'm looking for a data analyst role in the UK, a data analyst role in the United Kingdom, okay. So I'm going to filter to maybe in the past 24 hours. And I get to see what's happening in the last 24 hours. So I can see a data analyst with IRA, okay? But currently, I don't know what kind of job. Can IRA sponsor my visa? I really don't know, okay? So let's take a look at, so CV Matching is a Google Chrome extension. So I'm using a Google browser, okay? So it's a Google Chrome extension. So you could just add it very easily. So here, it does the sponsorship analysis very quickly. So if I come here and I come to CV Matchly AI and I click on it, it's going to extract all the information about the job. You can see analyzing your CV. It's currently analyzing. So I've uploaded my CV already. Hence the reason why it is analyzing my CV. But I'll do a further breakdown towards the end of the session for people that are interested in this. So currently, it's going to analyze my CV, okay, against the job description, and it's going to give me a score. So my score currently is about 68%, which is not good for me to use that same CV to apply for this job. I'm likely going to get rejected. So what it's going to do is it's going to tell me the keywords that were matched and the keywords that were missing. So missing keywords, okay, RFM, lifetime value, LTV, basket analysis, royalty program, and all that. All these keywords should be on my CV also, if I want to get the role. But now the interesting thing here is it's telling me that no sponsorship data available. So it means that IRA might not be able to, IRA will not be able to sponsor my visa. okay? Because there is no sponsorship information about IRA, the company. So let's look at Specsavers, okay? Specsavers. This is a senior data business analyst role. So let's take a look at this. All right, it's going to analyze, it's going to extract the information by itself. So all those your copy and paste and paste on ChatGPT to find out if to tailor your resume and spend the next 40 minutes, trying to tailor your resume by yourself. This will do it by itself. So it's going to do the analysis. Now my CV is a 45% match. Okay, it's a 45% match to the job description. All right. Now, a perfect place for us to test this out, to test the use of CV Matchly, is let's go to the NHS website. So if I go to NHS website, NHS, okay, jobs. All right, I go to NHS jobs and I select the first link and I look for a job. So let's take a look at, let's look for a business analyst this time around. Okay, I'm looking for data analyst. Let's look for cybersecurity. So let's look for cyber. Okay, so let's look for the keyword security. Okay, no, so cyber. They're giving me security, like an actual security, cybersecurity. All right, so cybersecurity, or let's look for either cybersecurity, or you have SOC, or you have the likes of compliance. Okay, we have cyberspace security. Okay. Okay, cybersecurity. So that's one thing I wanted to be sure about. There's a space between the cyber and security. So let's take a look at this. This is a cybersecurity manager. This is a data and cybersecurity policy implementation lead, security officer, security administrator, security officer, and all that. Okay. So there are quite a number of roles. We're looking at the one that has an higher salary range. So let's take a look at this. So now let's say I want to apply for this role. For example, CV Matchly, I could take a look at CV Matchly. Okay. Does the analysis, it will start doing the analysis by itself. I've uploaded my CV already. So it's going to analyze my CV against the job description, okay? And it will also look at this agency, okay? And let you know if this agency can sponsor your visa, okay? If there is a possibility of this company to sponsor your visa. Sorry, just give me a second. Let me just refresh just to be sure that this is doing something is wrong with this particular keyword. Okay, so just give me a second. Let me look at this. I think I might have exhausted my chances for today. Okay, so to analyze your CV against the job description, tell you the keywords that are matched, the keywords that are missing, it will come up with a solution for you. Okay, it will tell you if the company also, this is a Bradford Teaching Hospital cybersecurity manager role. Okay, it's going to do all the analysis for you, your CV against the job description. So currently I have an 18% job match. Okay, 18% job match. So you can see the sponsorship analysis. You can see the button is open to let you know if this company can sponsor you. So Bradford Teaching Hospital NHS Foundation Trust. Worker is A rating. Skilled worker visa. They can sponsor you on the skilled worker visa 100%. So this particular 1 year can sponsor, is on the shortage list, and it's also the salary threshold is above the salary threshold. So you see that everything is there. So salary is 55 to 62,000 pounds. To let you know that this particular role can sponsor you. So keywords match, keywords missing, and easily I can optimize my CV. So I've uploaded my CV. So if I click on optimize CV now, okay, and I click on generate optimize CV, what's going to happen is it would start to tailor my resume to the job description. Okay, the CV I uploaded was a data analytics CV. Okay, so I'm a data analyst. So my CV was a data analyst CV. All right, but it's going to try to develop, it's going to look at my CV and it's going to look at the job description and it's going to tailor my CV to the job description. And this happens in less than 35 seconds. Okay, this happens in less than 35 seconds. So all you need to do now is rest. So rather than you copy the job description, carry it to ChatGPT, use ChatGPT to write, you need to write the right prompt in order for you to get, the result that you're getting. So I can easily just download the optimized CV. Okay, easily download the optimized CV. So if I see it here, downloaded, Okay, I can click on it and it opens up. Okay, so because I use the data analytics CV, I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, so if I wanted to do this by myself using a data analyst CV, if I go to CV optimization level, I would have taken it to aggressive for me to rewrite. It will literally rewrite my CV. But I don't agree. I don't subscribe to that. So I usually go with moderate. So if you're applying for cybersecurity roles, please have a cybersecurity CV to apply for cybersecurity roles. Okay. So if you're a data analyst, use data analytics CV to apply for data analyst roles. So long story short, this basically tailors the resume. Okay, tailors your resume to the job role that you're applying to, and it is ATS friendly. It is ATS friendly. Does all the job for you. So, like I said, this tool, we've partnered with CV Matchly to provide you with sponsorship analysis, on all the job boards that you get to work with. So on LinkedIn, on read.co.uk. So take a look at read.co.uk. So if you want to try the same thing, I don't know what companies can sponsor. I think Grant Thornton can sponsor. I want to believe they can. Okay, so if I come here and I click on this, it's going to do the analysis, and it's going to tell me if Grant Thornton can actually sponsor my visa. So you see that those are the strategic applications that you're going to be doing to get what you're looking for. So with Amdari has partnered with CV Matchly. So once you come on board CV Matchly, you're going to get in a 2 months, depending on the program, depending on your time with us, from 2 months to 4 months, free plan. Okay, that you're going to be working with CV Matchly. Okay, so this approach has worked with a ton of people that has worked with us. Okay, so the right skills, the right experience, and you apply for jobs. This is exactly what we've done. So Darlington got a job as a selection and implementation lead, okay, working for St. Helena. Okay, so Francis also got a job with Deloitte, okay, working as a project manager with Deloitte. And you see, these are people that had, no experience, no UK experience initially. They came to us and they worked with us and they were able to get a job. And I want to just play something for you with this lady. It takes a few minutes. I want you to listen to something so you get to understand what I'm talking about by all these things. So just give me a second. I'm going to copy this link, minimize this, and go to my other link. Okay, let me just use this one. Sorry, just give me a second. Takes a few seconds to. And I'll tell you what we're going to do for you essentially. So from the work experience to job application to positioning yourself. Just give me a second.
True in the UK, the biggest challenge as a job seekers, especially as someone trying to get a post job in tech. What was your biggest challenge as a job seeker?
Oh, thank you for the question, Amoni. Actually, I didn't transition into tech. I've been in tech. I have my BSc in computer science. And then I came to the UK for my master's in data science and analytics. I graduated with distinction, and you will think like, okay, after graduation, you will get the job. Yeah. Application upon application.
Yeah.
And then you won't even get any reply, no response at all. I think they call it ghosted, like they actually ghosted you, that sort of things. And then you just want to, even after spending a lot on masters, you are just trying to keep on upskilling yourself, because in the tech space, if you close your eyes, by the time you open it, the world is far, far ahead of you. So you have to keep on upgrading yourself, keep on being on the top of you again. Yeah, so Amdari, like I told a friend of mine few weeks ago, that one of the best decisions I made this year is Amdari, and I'm happy, sincerely.
Actually, so how would you say that your experience at Amdari, from the projects you worked onto the mentorship and all of that.
Sorry, you see all these videos. I'm going to share that with you. We don't have so much. I don't want to spend so much time, playing these videos because you're all going to have access to this. But I just wanted to play it for you to get to understand that. Okay, you trying to figure out things by yourself, it's going to be super difficult. And these are fellow Nigerians, fellow Africans that have gone through the program and they have done so well to get in a job. And you see what she said? She's not coming from a tech background. She's coming from a tech background. Okay, so she did a degree, she did a master's in data science, but still found it very difficult to get a job. And that's exactly what the Amdari effect is. We'll literally hold your hand, okay? Literally hold your hand and guide you through to getting your first job. And that's exactly what we do. So you see, you can literally go to a profile today, and just because we are here, we already have LinkedIn open already. I'm going to look for her. Okay, so I'm going to look for Kwemi. Okay, so I'm going to go on LinkedIn and I'm going to search for a profile so you can see for yourself the work experience program that we are running. Kwemi Olaniro. Okay. Okay, so come here and search for that. And you see it here. Sorry, that's not. Okay, I'm gonna go to people. Okay, so that's it. All right. So you see here, you see, this is the work experience that we're talking about. Okay, data analytics consultant, and she currently got a job working full time, as a data analyst. So you see, these are the kind of things that you are going to get working with us. The same thing with Sandra. You can see her working as a GRC analyst with Amdari. Okay, and see her working now as a data protection paralegal. So we have the GRC course internship where you can learn GRC, gain experience in GRC, and use that experience and get in the job that you're looking at getting into. All right. The same thing with Jerry, data analytics, got a job as a data analyst working with the government, the UK government. All right. And you can see they're all testimonial videos. Their videos are there. So you can listen to them. Their LinkedIn profiles are there. So you can check them out. All right. So if you mean how can Amdari help me? I'll keep it very short and simple. So Amdari is going to do 3 things for you to help you get a job. We're going to help you learn, package, and help you apply. Okay. So we're going to help you with learning, we're going to help you with packaging, and we're going to help you with application. So you see the career paths they're going to focus on, okay, are the career paths that we have over there right now. Okay, so the career path that we have there are the career paths that we are going to be focusing on. So you have the likes of data analytics, you have the likes of data science, you have the likes of data engineering, business analysis, project management. Now for cybersecurity is such a wide category. So we focused on 4 critical categories, which is SOC analysis and threat intelligence. We have app and cloud security, and we have GRC. Okay, so there's a third one which is ethical and penetration testing, but yeah, that's another career path that we can consider. So I've shown you what the experience looks like. I mean, when we finish the program, if there's anybody that has any tailored question, I want to see the type of project, I'll probably spend more time showing you the different kinds of projects we have with cybersecurity and so on and so forth. So you're going to be working on this project, okay? And I gave you a bird's eye view of how the project works, the kind of collaborations that we have, the kind of things that you're going to be working with, and so on and so forth. Okay. Now, in terms of packaging, this is employability. So we'll help you review and revamp your experience. So your CV, we're going to help you review and revamp your CV. The next is LinkedIn optimization. Also, we're going to do mentorship, okay, and coaching, career coaching, one-on-one career coaching and all that. We're going to do interview preparation. So every time you have an interview coming up, we will prepare you for an interview. So if you come to Amdari's website, so I'm just going to show you that in a few seconds, so you can see for yourself. So it's not a situation of, oh, Amdari we're just providing all this information without showing you. All right, so if you come to Amdari, once you register, you have access to your dashboard. You can go to internship. You can go to roadmap, okay? And from roadmap, you can see you can request for a reference letter, okay? You can request for a reference letter, or you can quest for reference details. Now, interview, you have an interview coming up, you can easily book a session and somebody will be there to prep you for that interview session. All right. If you have a complaint or you have an issue and you need to escalate as quick as possible, you also have this is open 247. All right. Employability, you have issues, with your CV, with your LinkedIn, with, whatever the employability issue that you have somebody that you can speak with. All right. And these are the things that we do for you. All right. In terms of employability. So we're going to help you with your CV. We're going to help you with link optimization. We're going to help you with mentorship, interview preparation, job reference, and on-the-job support. Last but not the least, you would also have access to CV Matchly AI, at no cost. Okay, at the business cost, where you can apply for jobs strategically. So if you're on the job board today and you're looking at applying for jobs, all you need to do is go to platforms, any job board today, the likes of LinkedIn, for example, you go to the job board and you can easily apply for jobs. All right. So rather than you trying to figure out what to apply for and how to apply for it, you can easily go to the job board, select the job that you want to apply to. You would have access to CV Matchly, which would do the analysis for you and also help you tailor your resume. All right. So it uses a unique AI tool that helps you extract the job description, takes your CV, measures it against the job description, tells you what is right and tells you what is wrong. Okay, so it does the analysis in under 15 seconds. Okay, so after it is done with the analysis, you can clearly see what your CV has done correctly and what your CV has not done correctly, or what is not in your CV. All right. So now this CV is about 60%. A lot of people will think this is good. This is not good. You see, your CV is below the hiring score. Let CV Matchly optimize it above a 90%. So what you want to do now is click on optimize. Okay, optimize CV, and you'll see you could just quickly generate an optimized CV. So it's going to take a look at your CV against the job description, basically giving you more opportunities to get interviews. The more interviews you have, the more interview prep will prep you. You're working on projects, you're gaining experience, you're applying for jobs, you're getting interviews, you're prepping you for the interviews. There's no way you're not going to get a job. All right, there is no way you are not going to get a job. So you see, those are the things that we have done to strategically position you for success in the job market today. So when you apply for sponsored jobs, okay, these are the key areas. Okay, so against the regular job boards, okay, we have the likes of the NHS, we have the likes of CV service. So if you come here today and you go to, let me just share my screen again. All right, you go to places like civil service jobs. Okay, these are places that you can guarantee you to get sponsored jobs. Okay, civil service jobs UK. Okay, so you come here, and CV Matchly works on all these job boards. CV Matchly works on all the job boards. So all you need to do now, come to civil service job. Take for example, I'm looking for the role of a business analyst again. Let's take a look at business analyst. Oh, you can come here and search for a new role. Really, it doesn't matter. Okay, search for role business analyst. Okay. And you see business analyst, Home England, GCHQ, HD. So let's take a look at this one. This is 53 to 57. Very good. Very good salary. So if I come here, CV Matchly, it will do the extraction by itself. It analyzes my CV against it. It will also look at this company, which is HMGCC, which is His Majesty Government Communication Center. So for this particular, it's most likely going to sponsor you. Most civil service jobs will sponsor your visa. All right, but if there are certain things in the job description that hints towards not sponsorship, then you need to know. And that's exactly what CV Matchly is going to do for you. All right. So it takes about 50 seconds. So you should be wrapping up about now. Okay. So it's going to do all those analysis for you, and you would have access to CV Matchly, okay, to help you with your job application search. So with our internship, with the packaging, linked optimization, CV review, and all the things that we do there. So you see, this is the company, skilled worker visa, business analyst years above the threshold. So you can clearly see that if you apply for this role, you are likely going to get sponsorship. All right. So these are the things that we have done to help you get what you're looking for. So you have a new course starting on the 11th of April. You have a new course starting on the 11th of April. Now, you don't have time. One thing you need, you have 24 months to get a job. You have 2 years to get a job. Now, the key thing here is how do you position yourself as quick and as fast as possible? So if you have 2 months, you have 3 months, you have 6 months, you have 8 months, you have 1 year, you have a year, you have 2 years, you're just getting into it, you're just about completing your master's, you don't have time. It's as simple as that. That 2 years, because they've given you 2 years, you don't have enough time. Do you understand? So we're running a special discount. We're starting a quote on the 11th of April, and we're running a special discount for the women. It's International Women's Month, so we're running an International Women's discount this month, and it's a 40% discount on all our internship. 40%, whooping 40% discount on all our internship. So if you're looking at getting started, I would say we're doing, with our internship, we have more females actually landing more jobs, to be honest with you. All right. So we have a lot of leaders, that are doing very good. Very good example is Martha that you see on the screen. Martha landed a senior project management role in 2 months after she signed up with the internship program. All right. The same thing with Betty. You can see Betty currently worked with us as an information technology project manager, and she currently got a job working with Echoes IT, where she's working as an information technology business / project manager. All right. The same thing with Anita. Anita also got a job, working as a senior business analyst, working for a highly reputable organization in the UK. What did she do also? She did the business analysis internship with us, and that's Anita's story. All right. So the IWD, the discount that we have is a whooping 40% discount, taking it from £500, which is the actual fee itself, to £300. Now, the good thing also here is you don't have to pay once. Okay, so the discount takes it from £500 to £300, and you still don't have to pay once. So nobody's asking you to pay £300 today to get started. All you need to pay today to get started is as low as £100. So if you pay £100 today, you can easily get started right away. So all you need to do, let me just walk you through this in a few seconds. So all you need to do today is just go to any of your browser. Okay, come to any of your browser and search for the keyword Amdari. Okay, search for Amdari on any browser of your choice. Search for Amdari. So you see Amdari internship program. So click here, click Amdari internship program. It takes you to our official website. You have internship program. Click on internship program, and you can see all the internship programs that we have running at the moment. So from data analytics to data science to cloud and data engineering, we have business analysis, project management, SOC. So I'm going to click on project management. I'm going to click here. Okay, so if you're interested in project management, you can see there is a discount going on. You see the limited slots available is ending in 8 hours. So 12 slots are available at the moment. Only 12 slots are available at the moment. 8 registered in the past 1 hour. So there's another session happening at the moment. That's the reason why these slots are open. So we only have 12 slots available at the moment. So for the ladies in the house that are looking at taking on it, it's 15 women. It's supposed to be 20 people in total that we're collecting at the moment, but we only have 12 slots remaining. So if you're looking at claiming your spots now, I'll tell you should do it as soon as possible. So we have £300. Okay, so all you need to do is either click on apply now or claim your spots. Okay, any button works. So I'm going to click on apply now, and it takes me straight to making a payment. Okay, so now you're seeing £280. Okay, but you see, if you do a one-time payment, you're getting a £20 discount in addition. So you're actually saving about a £220. Okay, you're saving about $220 with the 40% discount plus another additional £20 discount. You're saving about 20, okay, pounds in total. Okay, but you also can just go for the £300 in 3 installments. So all you need to do today, take for example, if you have not created an account, and let me just do that real quick. So if you've not created an account, so if you're a new user, all you need to do is search for Amdari, just the same way. Search for Amdari internship. Let's say you're interested in the data engineering training program or internship. Click on apply now. Okay, click on apply now. Click on apply now. Sorry, give me a second. Once you click on apply now, okay, and you see it's still 12 people, slots available. Okay, that's okay. So you see, once you click on this internship enrollment, all right, you can start with the April cohort, okay, and or you could go either a full-time payment or 3 installment. Anyone works, okay, anyone. So with 3 installments, you're paying £300 and you're paying it in £100 per month for 3 months. The internship is for 4 months. The internship is for 4 months. Okay, so you're going to be with us for 4 months, and there's a catch. There's something I need to say to that 4 months. So we're saying that in that 4 months duration, if you don't get a job in 4 months, we're going to continue to work with you till you get a job at no cost, at no extra cost. So you see, if you finish the program and are still searching for your next role, you won't be left alone. We will continue to provide structured guidance, feedback, and direction to support your job search beyond the program at zero cost, at no extra cost. So you don't get a job in 4 months. We're going to continue to work with you until you get a job. It's as simple as that. So that's the job guarantee that we have for you. Okay? That's to let you know about success, what success looks like. So you're not losing. Okay, so in 4 months, if you don't get a job in 4 months, we'll continue to work with you till you get a job. Okay, so you see, this is April. This is 3 months installment, paying 3 installments over 3 months. So you're £100 for the next 3 months. We're gonna, that's the payment plan. So that's the plan of, rather than you buying burger this weekend and eating out and all that and play bowling and all that, you can actually just invest it in your career. So proceed to payment. Okay. So what you want to do now is create an account. So as a new user, you need to create an account. You need to create an account. So you can't log in because you don't have an account. You're a new user. So click on create an account, put in your first name, put in your email, put in your location, put in your phone number, create the password. So let me just quickly do that real quick. So let me just say, okay, let me just say this. Country and location, I'm going to use Canada, or let's use anywhere, it's fine. I'm going to use Canada because I'm in Canada. Okay. Okay, create password. I'm just going to put in the password. Okay, so I'm going to click on create password and then create an account. So you see, this is what I have here. Okay. Preferred cohort April. Okay, 3 installments. My first payment is £100. Second payment is £100. Third payment is £100. Next payment is due on 21st of April 2026. I could also adjust that to maybe the end of the month, to the 25th. So I can adjust it. Okay, to say that, okay, I don't receive my salary till the 24th of every single month. So I can pay on the 25th, I can pay on the 26th, I can actually pay on the 30th of the end of the month. You can adjust it to the end of the month, okay? As long as it suits you. So the payment program fee is £500, discounted fee is 300, okay? That means you're getting a £200 discount. So your first payment is £100. I can confirm and read the terms and condition and proceed to pay. So once you click on that, it takes you straight to the Stripe account where you can make your payment, and it's as simple as that. So it's £100 for you to get started. We provide you with all the care, all the supports that you need to get in a job, all the work experience, reference letter, reference email, job, the strategies for you to get in a job, where to apply, how to apply, the CV optimization, CV review, LinkedIn optimization, mentorship, and everything that you need to get in a job. We provide you with every single thing that you need. To make it easy for you to make a decision, we also have an additional perk for people that register within the next 24 hours. All right. So if you register within the next 24 hours, you would have CV review within the first week of you registering. So you're starting on the 11th of April. Within a week of you registering, you would have your CV reviewed within that week. Now, you would also have your LinkedIn optimized within that same week. So some people want to eat the ground running and apply, get a job as quick and as fast as possible, leveraging Amdari. You can do that as fast and as quick as possible, but that's not available for everybody. Okay. So usually, if you take a look at the roadmap on the Amdari website. So if I come to my profile as a user, everybody has a roadmap. Okay, everybody has, it comes with a roadmap. So you click on roadmap, okay, click on roadmap, and you see at every there's a milestone, okay. So what we're going to do for you is to prioritize your CV review and your LinkedIn optimization. So we're going to prioritize it for the first set of people that register within the next 24 hours. So you're going to get your CV review, you're going to get a LinkedIn optimization, and we're going to prepare a specialized job search strategy document for you. Okay, your job search strategy document that is meant for you. So, I want to become a project manager and I want to get a job as a project manager. We're going to design it for you. What kind of jobs you should apply to, where you should apply for your jobs. We're going to sit down with you and we're going to tailor a personalized job strategy document for you. All right, and that's exactly what you get if you make a payment. That's £100, first £100 in the next 24 hours. Okay, so currently on the website we really have how many slots remaining. I'm just going to take a look at it right now so we can confirm how many slots are remaining. Just give me a second. I'm going to go back, okay, and probably refresh the page. That's okay. Okay. So we have 12 slots remaining, still 12 slots remaining. So you see, we have 12 slots remaining. It means that if you pay, if you're part of the next 12 people to make your payment, you would be part of the perk itself. So personalized CV review, personalized link optimization, and you would have that personalized strategy document prepared for you. So we have a ton of people. We have Toby that got a job as a data scientist in the UK. We have Laju that got a job working as a data scientist also. We have Larry that got a job as a business analyst working in the UK. We have Vivian that got a job with 3 jobs actually. So Vivian got a job, with PwC, asset risk consultants, and Bank Julius Baer, okay? Got 3 offers. So you see, trust you are doing great. I come with delightful news. I interviewed with 3 companies and was made offers by all 3 companies: PwC, Asset Risk Consultant, and Bank Julius Baer. 3 offers. All right, why people are still struggling to get in one. So you have so many people. Shion got a job as a SOC analyst. This is a reference request that you see on the screen. Over here, you see Renee got a job, as a systems analyst. Actually got 2 offers, okay, as a system analyst and as a data analytics consultant. So you see, this is a reference email that you see here. So these are reference emails. So you see this: dear Femena, I hope you just find you well. I'm currently working with Funso, who mentioned you as a reference to ensure I am presenting the best candidate to my client. I conduct thorough reference checks as part of the process. So we also do our own. You need to go through the internship. You need to provide, you need to solve, you need to build, you need to show that you're working, okay? It's a work experience program. So you can't just come in and not do anything and expect that we're going to give you a reference. It doesn't work that way. So if you're willing to work, you are going to get a job. It's as simple as that. We're saying that in that 4 months duration, if you don't get a job in that 4 months duration, we're going to continue to work with you till you get a job. Do you understand? That's exactly the offer that we have for you. All right. So you see, there's so many people that have gone through the program. Okay. So many Africans that we have helped, we hadn't helped to get them into the job market today. So if you're still doubting, that's left to you 100%. All right. That's left to you. That's the situation. There's nothing we can do again to help you. All right. So all you need to do to get started is as simple as securing your discount, and let's see how we can work together. So I'll be taking some questions in the chat, okay? So we can move on from this. All right. So move on from there. Let's see. Can a data analyst also apply for a systems analyst role? Yes, in some cases, yes. Yeah. There are some system analyst roles that, naming conventions for different organizations are very tricky. So some people can call their systems analyst. Some people can call theirs business systems analyst. Some people can call it business data analyst. So it's a combination of business analysis, data analytics. So a data analyst can still apply for some system, not every, for some system analyst roles, depending on the job description. All right. So, can one register now and start to the make cohort? 100% yes. So you can secure your discount now. I think that's a very good feedback. Okay. Oh, one slot removed. So somebody has made their payment already, one person. So remaining 11 people. That's good. So claim your spot. Once you click your claim your spot, so you can either start in the April cohort or you can start in the May cohort. So either April or May, it doesn't change. April or May, you can start in any one of them. All right. So that's something you can do. Yes. Evangel. I'll answer your question. I'll be taking questions. So if you have any question, you can raise up your hand. I'll be happy to speak to you. So if you have any question, any concern, any doubt, anything that you have, I'll be happy to are the projects sourced directly from the companies? Some of them are directly sourced directly from the company. Some of them are based on recent happenings in the company. Okay, so we have partnership with some businesses, from the UK to the US to Canada, literally across the world. All right, so we partner with these businesses. They give us their challenges for some of the projects that you will get to work on, while some of them are also simulated. So it's a mixture of simulated projects and real projects. Okay, so like when you're starting, for example, you're going to be working on simulated project when you start. Let me just give you a demo. Let me show you how it looks like. So if you're starting with, let's just say, this is the project management internship. Okay, so let's just start with the guys that started this month. The guys that started the month of January. Okay, so January, okay, cohort 2026. So these guys are January cohorts. So you see the first couple of projects you're going to be working on, okay, designing a ticketing system. So if I click on view projects, because we don't know the background you're coming from, so we don't know, we can ascertain the complexity of your experience. What things do you know? Do you know what agile is? Do you know what agile is? Do you know how to use Jira? Do you know how to use a Gantt chart? We don't know your experience. So we start off with a self-paced project, okay? A self-paced project that will provide you with information, okay? That will provide you with all the information that you need. So I'm going to share, let me just share the audio of this so it's easy for you to see. Listen also. So you see, so the first thing you're going to do, you see, this is a self-paced. So when you start, you're starting with a simulator project, okay, just to build up your experience, just to build up what you're going to be working on. So we can't just throw you into the deep end with a real project, with a real business, nah, it's not going to work. Okay, so what we start off with self-paced project. Okay, so this right here is simulated. Okay, it's based on the real business, but the project itself is simulated. And I think most businesses would simulate it also. So once I click on this, I see Ruti. Give it a second. So you see now
how to run through Google Workspace, or how to.
All right. So this is one of this. These are the things. So it's structured in the way that it provides you with.
You call this folder Cantel Connect project, or whichever.
All right. So this for Cantel Connect. So if I come here and I reduce this, okay. Video number 2 walks you through the next phase, which is the project.
I visit some of their outlets, and you find so many people seated there. These are people that.
So these are samples of the tutorial, like videos based on the projects you're going to be working on, but it is not recorded videos. All right, so in the same vein, while you're doing this, you're having a live session. So if you come here, you will see the live sessions. These are all recorded sessions from the live session. All right, so if I take a look at this, there's still live sessions that happens twice every single week. All right, so depending on your time, your free time, you have two live sessions every week that you get to work on. Okay, so you can see. Well, I'm not sharing my screen actually. Okay, let's move to this.
Dead row ADHD pilot project. This is another. Deputy manager, practice manager, and so on and so forth. So depending on the sector you are looking at, if people say, oh, I just want to move out, so I'm not looking for this, I'm not looking for that. Yes, there are many roles in different sectors.
All right, so they're doing a deep dive into this is a live session that I just showed you. Let me just share my entire screen so you can see everything again. All right. So some projects are simulated and some projects are the real projects that you get to work on with real businesses and all that. So yeah, essentially, so every session is recorded. You get access to the recording of the session and you get lifetime access to the case studies, to the solution, to everything that you're doing there. So you can always revisit this. All right. So you see every session is recorded. So you have access to all these recordings. All right. So yeah. Can one register now start? Yes, I think I'm answering yes. When is the main cohort starting? The main cohort is starting literally on the 4th of May. All right. If I come here and just, if once you go and try to make your payments, you would see all this information there. Click on apply now. You see the May cohort is starting, on the 9th of May, 2026. All right. So we're looking at starting in May. Yes, you can pay for the May cohort and start in May. So, but the good thing is that you would have secured your discount. It's as simple as that. The project source directly for the company. I've answered that question. Can someone get visa sponsorship from Nigeria? That's going to be very difficult. No, in recent times, it's been very difficult to get sponsorship from Nigeria. Okay, that's something we're currently exploring, but recently it's been very difficult to get sponsorship from Nigeria. What kind of experience is required to pivot in a data analytics role in the UK? I have an applied computer and business administration degree. So you see, if you're looking at going into data analytics today, you need the right experience. Okay, you need the right experience. Okay, so if we're looking at data analytics in today's job market, the things that you need to know: Microsoft Excel, Power BI, SQL, and Tableau. If you have skills in any of that four, okay, you have experience, you know how to use Excel, you know how to use Power BI, you know how to use SQL, and you know how to use Tableau, or maybe not even necessarily. Let's say you even know how to use Excel, Power BI, and SQL. You're good to go. So Prince, if you're looking at getting started in data analytics, do you have the required skills? Excel, Power BI, SQL will work with you to get what you're looking for. Your self-employment experience is okay. It's fine. We'll work around that. Okay. We have business people that literally are getting jobs. Please, for the cohort, what do the work schedule timing look like? Wednesday, weekend. Okay, no, it's weekdays in the evening. So you would decide that with the cohort. So we don't like to fix the time because it's a lot of people have different shifts that they get to work with. Okay, so it's weekdays. So most people work night shift, for example. So you can select the time. You can agree with the timing when you start. But we do it weekdays, Monday to Friday, 2 times every week. So 2 hours for every session. So that's 4 hours of learning or 4 hours of interaction every week, basically. Okay. Nothing happens on the weekend, unfortunately. It just happens on the weekdays, 2 times during the week. Is there options for physical and on-site internship? Anybody can come from anywhere in the world to do a virtual internship. So we don't run a physical internship. It's virtual, 100% virtual. Okay, 100% virtual. All right. So, I've gone through all the things I wanted to share with you. So if you're looking at getting started, please take advantage of the discounts now. We literally would hold your hands and guide you through all the things that you need in order for you to get a job. So from visa sponsorship to getting a job, we'll do all that for you. Okay, so where to apply, how to get started, everything will be made available for you. So thank you very much, guys, for joining today's session. If you have any, please ensure that you fill the attendance for, one of those with diverse experience on their CV that might not be able to align to the job that they are looking for. So when you say diverse experience, what does that mean? I want you guys to unmute yourself. I would like to speak to a few people, okay? I'd like to speak to a few people. So for someone like Faith Olani, what do you mean by diverse experience? So we can actually discuss this. I know exactly where it just goes, where we should position you. So, but it basically just look, I don't know if all Faith wants to
Yeah.
speak.
Okay. Let's say someone that maybe the first degree is in civil engineering, and then maybe has a kind of maybe job experience, maybe not really not too much in that civil engineering work, maybe worked as a supervisor, maybe in an event center, and then maybe had a master's degree in maybe project management. So that's what I mean by diverse experience. And that person is looking to, let's say, maybe go into project management or maybe something that have to do with maybe construction or something.
Okay, so like I said, all the experiences that you have, is it relevant for you to get a job, a sponsored job? So if you did apply all your degrees and all that, I mean, do you have any tech experience? That's the part where I would want you to focus on. So do you have any experience in data analytics, project management, business analysis, cybersecurity? Do you have any form of learning experiences? Okay. The key thing is focus on career path that guarantees you a job. Okay. Focus on skills and experience that guarantees you a job. Okay, so the applied sciences and all the things that you mentioned, which are very good, but at the end of the day, do they guarantee that you get a job? That's the key thing. So if what career path would you be for, based on our conversation today, what internship would you be mostly interested in, for example, Faith?
Project management.
Now, okay, fantastic. Have you done any form of training in project management?
Aside some online classes, yeah, just that, but no, maybe practically in jobs or something.
You've done some
No.
courses in project management, so you know what agile is, you know what waterfall is,
Yeah,
you know what
Scrum, yeah.
Scrum and all that. Fantastic. So all you need now is experience, and that's exactly what we provide you with. So regardless of your past experiences, they are not relevant anymore. Okay, they're not relevant. So you're looking at getting into project management. All you need to do is rebrand your experience in project management. So all the things that you've done in the past, we would need to look at transferable skills and experiences in those careers or in those experiences that suits project management and would reframe it into project management experiences. Okay, that's what we're going to do with your past experience. Now, the thing that we're going to do for you, and this is exactly what makes you successful, is you can start to work with Amdari as a project management consultant. Okay, now working as a project management consultant with Amdari gives you the opportunity, gives you that UK experience that you can use to apply for jobs in the UK. That guarantees that you get a job. Okay, so all the ghosted or left unread or rejection emails are going to reduce drastically the moment you can start to claim or work or showcase that you're currently working in the UK. And that's what exactly Amdari does for you. Does this make sense? So we're going to reframe your past experiences into project management and get you to work on project management case studies, projects, internship, okay? And then you use these experiences to get a job. Does that make sense?
Yes, very well. Thank you so much.
Okay, so
Yeah.
Faith, looking
never
forward to having
understand.
you on board. Okay, so we have only 5 slots for the men. So please, Faith, take advantage of it as soon as possible. Okay, all right. Looking forward to having you on board. All right, Prince Amond.
Yes,
ahead.
hello. Yeah,
Hi.
thank you very
Are
much
you from
for.
Ghana? Where are you
Yes,
from?
yes, I'm a Ghanaian.
I knew. Okay, awesome.
Yeah, so I think you've done wonderful. The presentation is so much on point, and I've been looking for such an opportunity for quite a long time. I actually completed my MSc Applied Computing degree in 2024, but I've been looking to get into data analytics, but I don't have experience in that. But I've been following some courses like the Google Analytics course on the Coursera, and then actually my dissertation, I worked on data analytics, but I only used Python. But I have a very few months left on my visa. How can Andari help me? I know you've thrown more light on it, but I have about just, I think, 5-7 months on my postgraduate visa, but I'm looking to pivot very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah, and about the project, is it going to be something we're going to be creating a GitHub to showcase what we've done? How is Andani actually going to do it? I've signed up though, but I've not been to the dashboard to see how everything's going to be like. But I'll be happy if you can throw light on that for
Oh
me.
yeah, sure. Amond, that's fine. Prince is your first name, or Amond is your last name? I'm not sure. Prince is
Hammond is, yeah, Prince is my first name and Hammond is my last name.
Okay. All right. So you become your portfolio page. So on the dashboard, you have access to portfolio. Okay. You'll be able to build your own portfolio. So if I click on this share link, I can click this link. Okay. And I'll show you how it looks like on another browser. So it doesn't look like what I see here. So I'm going to click on this. So this is basically what it's going to look like when a recruiter clicks on your profile link. Okay. Your portfolio link. So you can see it here. I have Femina, co-founder of, so basically you would obviously design yours to suit your own case better. So you can come here, they can click on the projects that you work on. You can see all the projects here, some projects that you've worked on, and you can keep them in your specialization, the tools that you're good with, the skills, your experience, all together on one page. All right. So even let's take, for example, I'm interested in this project and I want to see it. I can click on that project. Sorry. Okay. And it gets to take you to the project itself. So you see the distribution network analysis, capacity planning for EV adoption, essentially. So it gives a background to the project and all the things that you need. So basically, this is what a portfolio looks like. So it gets to, so rather than using a GitHub link, GitHub majorly, it's not majorly, it is basically for version control. So data scientists, data engineers are going to have their GitHub account, but for data analysts, you can store on GitHub, but it's just a repository. It doesn't add any more value. Okay. All right. So what this makes, it just gives you a better visual representation of and it makes it easy for you to create your own portfolio, long story short. All right. So
Okay.
that's the portfolio page essentially. So what we're going to do for you, you have about 7 months, 6-7 months, you said you have left on your visa.
Yes.
You need to be very aggressive. So you see the 4 months duration. Thankfully, you registered now. So we're gonna within the first week, we're gonna be doing like a very, very, we're gonna be doing that CV review, LinkedIn optimization. We're gonna be preparing your job search strategy. Okay, so you need to be very aggressive with yours. Okay, so I don't think you should give yourself 4 months. I think you should give yourself at least 2-3 months, 3 months maximum for you to get a job. Now, what you're gonna do, very simple, and what we can help you do also is get your CV out of the way, get your LinkedIn optimized, okay, and you start applying. Do you have any experience with Excel, Power BI, SQL? Have you worked with it before?
Yes, I've worked with, I actually did something with SQL. I have a background in 19C Oracle from my university days. At my coursework, I use it. And
Okay.
Excel, yeah, I've been using Excel in my sole proprietor business all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So now the good thing now is what we're going to do for you is once you get started, obviously from your registration, you can't specify how many months you have left on your visa. So this conversation I might not even remember. I will remember if you bring it up to me because of your first name and last name. It's very unique, so I'll remember. All right. So an
Yeah.
additional thing that we do also is we can give you self-paced projects for you to work on. You don't have the time to go through our 3 weeks projects for you to get the kind of hands-on experience that you have. So we have some self-paced projects that you can get to work on. Okay, so if we look at data analytics, for example, we have self-paced projects from energy to telecommunications to manufacturing and so on and so forth. So you see this right here is supply chain, for example. This is route optimization for food delivery, improving, all this. So you can work on all these projects to gain hands-on experience, additional hands-on experience. So you can use this to build your own experience, okay? Build your portfolio also, and then you can start to apply. So you don't have the same timeline everybody else. Somebody that is doing your masters or just concluding your masters, you don't have that time anymore. So you need to do a bit more, and that's what we're going to do to help you do a bit more. Okay, so we'll give you this project for you to work on at your own pace. Okay, and then all you need to do, you get access to CV Matchly, so you can start applying as soon and as fast as possible. The good thing about CV Matchly is that we are tracking it back end also to know how many optimizations you've done, how many jobs you've applied to, and so on and so forth. So we would also reach out if you're not booking interviews. Somebody will reach out to you, or you could also just book a session. You can literally, on the dashboard. So you said you've read your paper, you've not just gotten access to this. So on the roadmap, you can easily, If you've applied for like a week and the next week nobody has applied, nobody has responded to you, speak to an employability expert. You can easily book a session here. So put it here. You can put your first name, last name, email, phone number, do all the things that you need to do. Current issues, you can see career clarity. You can put here, book a session. It takes you straight to Google, a Google Calendar invite for you to book a session. So you can see every time. So we'll need to, so you can see the times that are available for you to book a session and so on and so forth. All right. So you see all these things are there. Okay, for you, just leverage Amdari as much as you can to get what you're looking for. It's as simple as that. That's all I'd say. All right, so just leverage Amdari as much as you can to get you what you're looking for. I don't know, Prince, have I answered your question?
Yes.
Awesome, awesome.
Yes,
So
you have. You have.
it's just for you to, I mean, you're getting started, so looking forward to having you on board, and totally excited to have you on board also. Somebody said there's some similar situations with you, and Nosy in the BC. Okay, so yeah, I mean, Prince, I don't know if you have any follow-up questions. So
Yes. Yeah. You mentioned I should just get in touch with you, and then how do I do that? Is it still going to be through the app? Is it you I'm going to be
there's a
communicating
WhatsApp
with?
community. Are you in
Yeah.
a WhatsApp group now?
Yes, I'm in the
Okay,
WhatsApp group. Yeah.
which WhatsApp group? Your program-specific WhatsApp group, or
I actually I'm in two WhatsApp group. I think I
okay,
I did
okay,
one. I followed you from Tochi, and then I don't know what. Yeah, I followed you from Tochi, and I joined a WhatsApp group, and then I also joined a WhatsApp group via your page on Facebook. I mean, your ad on Facebook.
okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Awesome.
I'm in
So
both
all
groups. Yeah,
okay, no. So before the program starts, okay, you'll be
yeah.
added to your program-specific group. I
Okay.
will be there, everybody will be there. Okay. So the easiest way, there's going to be a class coordinator. Okay. And that's I would say that will be the fastest way for you to reach out to me, because we handle so many calls at the same time. You know, if you send me a message directly, I will like, if you send me a WhatsApp message, it doesn't respond as quick. All right. So
Yeah.
with those people, with the coordinators or the specialists, okay, they would be the one to book these sessions with us. Okay, where I can jump on the call with you, discuss, and then we can implement from there. Does this make sense? So
Yes.
that will be the fastest way. So I would say before the program starts, you'll be added to that group, to your specific program group, internship group, and then it's easy for you to reach out to somebody, jump on a call, and start to solve the problem as soon as possible. Remember, you don't have enough time, so there is no time for you to play guesswork anymore. You need to be very, very strategic and head on. Okay. So we're happy.
Yes.
I'm 100% happy to work with you to see how we can get it sorted out. Okay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right, Prince. Have a good day. Thanks.
You too.
Anuzi saying, Anuzi. Am I pronouncing it correctly? So Anuzi is saying that what's the pricing plan, or when is April course? April course is starting on the 11th of April. Starting on the 11th. So if you come to the home page and you go to internship program, okay. I think you're interested in data analytics, okay. So click on apply now, and you see here, okay. So you have the 11th of April, and you can also start on the 9th of May. So if you're looking at starting, we're starting on the 11th of April. So we're running that early bird discount to get people excited to get started. So another person has made payment, so it remains 10 people now. So the slots are closing up as quick as possible. But can I have the WhatsApp group link? Oh, a lot of it no. So no, it doesn't come up like that. It comes up about a week or a few days before the program starts. Okay, so you don't get the link. You have access to the dashboard. Okay, you would have access to the dashboard and everything that you have there. Okay, but let's see let me see. Since you guys are so super excited, we'll see what we can do within this week to see how we can start to bring people in. Okay, and we can start to run early sessions. Okay, I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so we can even start early. I mean, we can get your CV reviewed early enough. I mean, that would be fantastic to do for you guys. You guys are excited. I love this. I love the energy. All right, so more you know what makes me happy? You know what makes me get excited? We have more testimonials for people that are looking at getting jobs. So you see, most people will see these people today and say that, oh, these people, who are these people? I mean, that's the reason why we have their videos there. Okay, their videos are there so that you can actually listen to them and get to know, these people. So if I click on Sandra, for example, this is Sandra. You can click and listen to Sandra. Okay, you can click and listen to Sandra and know that, okay, this is Sandra. Okay, this is this person, this is one person. Okay, so if I click here, I've clicked on this now, all I need to do is, you see Sandra. Okay, you see Sandra Stevenson. Okay, and she got a job as a paralegal. Okay, data protection paralegal. So did GRC. So if you're interested in GRC, to do. All right, so is this strictly people based in the UK? Can I secure a remote job after this? Yeah, I mean we do remote opportunities also, but not in the UK because the UK is not a great place for you to apply for remote opportunities. Pardon me, please. The project management skills are part of what will be developed, I suppose, in program because I am not yet to learn the information skills. So you will learn project management, but you need to have some background skills, okay, in project management. Like, you know what Agile is, you know what Scrum is. Let's say you know what Agile is, but you don't know what sprint planning is. We would teach you what it's part of the project, so you will get to understand what sprint planning is. If you've never created the work breakdown structure document, you will get to build it, you'll get to know it, you'll get to build it. Okay, but you need to have the fundamentals. What is project management? Who is a project manager? It's not a training program, it's an internship. Okay, so we might not cover the basics of who is a project manager, the roles and responsibility of a project manager. This one, you're going straight into a project and you're going to understand the role of a project manager through the project. Okay, through the project. So nobody will come to class to say, today we're going to define the role of a project manager. Tomorrow we'll define what is Agile. Tomorrow we'll define what's the difference between waterfall and project. No, it's going to be straight up projects you're going to be working on. Okay. Yes, Olatobi, don't worry, we're going to be starting early. Okay, I'll sit down this week to see how we can start early this week. I'll start some stuff this week. Okay, so let's see how we can get started. All right, so take advantage of the discount. Use the link below to get started as soon as possible. I wanted to do this in 1 hour, but now this is 2 hours into the session. So please, guys, take advantage of the discount. I'm happy to work with you. The team is literally excited to get you started. All right, and that's exactly what we're doing here today. So if you're looking at getting started, all you need to do is click the link, register, and get started. So thank you very much for taking our time today. Looking forward to having you on board, and let's see how we can work together. Cheers and bye for now. Thank you very much, everyone. I'm looking forward to having you guys on board. Bye for now.